Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of the Quad Pod. I'm your co-host, Barnacle Boy.
I'm your co-host, Johnny Silverhand.
You're right.
So,
sorry about that.
Today, as you can see, so we have a few things to go over today briefly before we start.
Yeah.
The first thing that you will notice is that we are in a much better studio.
Well, it's Halloween.
It's
this is going to be coming out on Halloween. This is the Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween-themed episode.
Okay. You want to skip to that? All right. We'll
what do you mean skip to that? You're going to mention the elephant in the room?
This is our Halloween. To me, there are multiple elephants in the room.
Okay.
But if you're only seeing one, we can get right to that.
Go ahead.
Okay. We're in costume.
Yes.
This is our Halloween episode. So we're excited
very excited
to celebrate the holiday with all of you. As you can see, Sam here is Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob SquarePants. I am Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077, the video game. We do, of course, also have Elaina here with us.
Thank you, Elaina.
Who was kind enough to join us today and also dress up and stay in theme. She's here today because in a moment we're going to be spotlighting a story that she wrote, which is going to be a really fun discussion. But yes. Second elephant in the room, because there are two. It's a bit of a zoo, if you will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about the second.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I forgot about the second elephant.
The second elephant is that we are in a much better studio.
Oh, yes.
Insanely better, yeah. And it is courtesy of WCUR, Westchester's radio station. Thank you so much for hosting us. I mean, this place is amazing.
Oh, my God.
So...
From humble beginnings, now we're here.
We're moving up in the world, people.
We're
moving up in the world, yes. The reason that we have Elaina here with us today is that she wrote a story for us this week. It is called How to Ask a Person Out 101. And this is a lesson that I actually no longer need. Luckily enough.
No longer need it either.
Luckily enough.
Thank God.
I'm happy for you guys.
Now, that doesn't mean that I'm speaking for myself. Maybe also you can chime in. That doesn't mean that I did it in the best way possible.
Oh, no.
No. Yeah.
I can do it better.
Okay.
We can always do things better.
So we'll get to that. Not that
but I'll give myself a little credit. I think I did a good job.
Oh, so
a decent job.
We're going from it was sketchy to now you did a good job.
Well, I feel like I put myself too low. I feel like, you know what?
You sold yourself short.
We're almost 6 months in. I'm doing something right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
okay, back to the topic at hand. How to Ask a Person Out 101. It is a very funny article. So
it is great.
So
I forgot when I was pitching it that I would have to be the one interviewing people. I have severe social anxiety, guys. That was so fun. I brought my friend with me, and we just went to Sykes, the dining hall, and to Einstein's.
How many people did you interview?
Roughly 25 people. We did a lot of groups, and then I just picked people from individual groups and whoever was on my notes app.
Oh, okay. How many of those were actually good?
A lot of them were the same, I'll be honest. And you can even tell in some of the article that a lot of the things were repeated. So I just kept the funny ones and some that were interesting.
Yeah.
Well, this is real journalistic work here. I'm very impressed by the fact you interviewed so many people and got all their answers. I think it's great.
Well, thank you.
God, yeah.
I didn't want it to be biased, so I just wanted to go for a lot of people.
Definitely.
So the answers are great, and we will get to those in a minute. But I first want to ask you another thing that if you want to explain what your motivation was, or inspiration rather, to write this article.
So I have, not to brag, but I've been asked out a lot. I did not go on many of those dates, mostly for how I was approached. Like, recently, I got asked out the day after my dog died.
Oh.
So I was like, ooh, that's an absolute no, because he knew about it.
Oh, what?
He knew about it and he still did it?
That's crazy. I mean, I understand that, you don't know.
We were hanging out because of how sad I was.
Oof.
And then at the end, he was like, yeah, so do you want to, go on a date with me? And I was like, no!
Oh,
I did not know about that detail.
Yeah, that's...
So we're still good friends.
Okay.
Maybe I would have said yes if he didn't ask me the day after
So
my
is there a
dog
chance for a date in the future?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Just like the dog needs to...
I need to get settled emotionally.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm still very distraught. I may be smiling, but I am very sad.
Well, we are very sorry for your loss, by the way.
Loss, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
losing a dog sucks.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
So what, in your personal opinion, what do you think is the best response here?
Honestly, it's the one with Lucas. He said, I mentioned it earlier before we started recording.
Yeah.
A girl came up to me and said, you're my boyfriend. Like, if a girl came up to me and said, you're my boyfriend now, I would be like, yes, ma'am. That was my enthusiastic.
I think a lot of guys are like that though.
Mm-hmm.
To where if any girl's like, any girl asked him out, any guy on a date, they'd probably be like, yes.
That was most of my findings, actually. Men were like, please ask me out. I won't say no. There were so many. I interviewed like 2 huge groups of guys, like each with at least 6 people in those groups.
Oh my god.
And almost all of them were like, yeah, I've never been asked out. And they're like, if a girl came up to me and asked me out, there's a good chance I would say yes. So you hear that? By all means, ask a guy out.
Have you ever been asked out by a girl?
Have I ever been asked out?
Yeah, by a girl.
No. My girlfriend I asked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can get to that story in a minute or two, but
yeah?
I won't right now. So there's the Lucas interview you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
a girl.
So
So
polite.
this is the direct quote. A girl could come up to me and say, "You're my boyfriend now." I would be like, "Yes, ma'am."
He's very polite about it.
Here's what I have to say about that. It's easy to say that, but Lucas, let's kill your dog, Lucas, and then we'll ask you.
Oh god.
That's awful.
Well, no. What?
That's horrible.
We'll ask you then, Lucas, and then we'll see what you say.
All
All right? Because talk is cheap. Okay.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Talk is cheap.
So-
As was stated with like some of the girls here just was talking about like, oh, you have to flatter me, or you buy me something.
I did notice a
that
lot
maybe
said
I'll
that.
go.
Yes. God.
Is there a certain one you wanted to?
Oh,
You can scroll
there
through.
was 2 that had to do with weed.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Shocking. I can't.
the weed. I forgot you can't do
I
that.
can't move anything. The gloves. But
Where is it?
surprising. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, they're
like,
right next to each other too.
Oh, they are.
I did not notice that.
because there was the one about, oh yeah, a guy said he was the best weed dealer in Delaware, and then he asked me for my number. I just don't think that's a good play. I mean, like,
No.
I mean,
That's not a
unless
good
the
play
other
at all.
person's a really big stoner, you're not gonna get very far with, I'm the best weed dealer.
She
in
said she was
Delaware."
at a Wawa waiting for like a show because she was gonna go to a concert with her friend, and like I have the full deets, and she said I can share it. I just made it like concise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Her name is Jenna, and Jenna was in the Wawa, and she was going to go to a concert with a friend. Some guy came in and like just asked if she wanted like weed.
Insane thing to
Wow.
lead within a Wawa, by
Yeah,
the way. Can we all
he's
agree on
just
that?
Yeah. I mean, I could see it happening in a Wawa.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I mean, it was in Delaware. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
in Delaware at the time. I think she was, I forget what concert. It was, I think it was the Fish one that was recently.
Fish?
that actually tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently he led with that. And then she said no. And he was like, oh, respect, dabbed her up and left.
Bro's got confidence, though.
Let me ask you this, just because this comes to mind. Do you have any strong feelings on the state of Delaware?
I lived there, so.
You lived there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
my.
did.
Really? For how long?
7 years.
Would you take offense to any derogatory
I was gonna
comments?
say,
made about
that was a loaded question. Like, do you have anything wrong with Delaware? I can tell you had some things to say about Delaware.
I'm not fond of it.
You're
I
not
do
fond
hate
of it? Okay, wait. So this depends. Like, what ages did you live there from? Would you say?
12 to now.
You continue to reside in Delaware?
That is where my house is, unfortunately. But I am moving to PA
Okay.
in Westchester
Hey.
County, actually. Get the keys November 2nd.
Amazing.
So we're good.
So, please elaborate on why you asked this question.
Well, I want to ask you now.
Oh.
Do you have any strong feelings on the state of Delaware?
Actually, yes.
Really?
Really?
Me and my friends called it the Devil State.
The Devil State?
Yeah. We didn't like going through Delaware. Okay, because when we went on our senior trip over the summer, we were going to Ocean City, Maryland, and we had to mostly go through Delaware,
Yeah.
and it was just a bad drive.
Bad drive?
Traffic.
It's a drive-through state, and there's only one road. I lived on the Air Force Base,
Really?
Oh.
so I could not go anywhere until I learned to
wow.
drive.
Damn. But yeah, we said we couldn't breathe in Delaware air.
Yeah.
Yes.
My only experience with Delaware is going there to buy furniture without tax, because my family lives close-ish to the border, and I'm telling you, I swear to God, every single time that I have crossed the state line into Delaware, it has been a cloudy, rainy, dreary
Oh.
day. I have never seen a sunny, fun day in the state of Delaware. I
There are
haven't.
not many, no.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
In the summer, it just gets really, 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 really hot.
Mhm.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
since Delaware's like a lot of marsh, it's not good.
It's a lot of marsh.
Yeah, like
Really?
the airbase was built on a marsh.
Oh.
Wow.
Anyway, back at what we were talking about, with asking people out and not hating on Delaware.
I'm not hating. I'm speaking my mind.
Yeah,
I
can't say I hate
listeners are.
Wait. I do want to say this real quick though.
Okay.
Delaware takes too much pride in being the first state. Nobody really cares.
Oh,
just
that's actually a pretty good point.
You know,
That is true.
like all 13 were first. Like let's be real. Just because you like ran to sign it first.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you special. Okay, let's be very clear.
First
about
is
that.
worst.
That's
Second
true.
is
They do
best.
say that.
What
I
is
think
second?
we were the second. I think Pennsylvania was the second actually.
I think now that I say it, I think I'm right.
Yeah.
We can double check real quick.
Nah, no need. We're right.
Of course.
I'm just gonna assume we're right.
Yeah.
We're mostly right.
So let me ask you this, getting back to the topic.
Yes.
In Delaware, what does the average first date look like?
So.
Generally.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good
My
question.
my first date that I went on in Delaware was with my ex-boyfriend, and we went to a mini golf course, which was really sweet.
That's pretty good.
I go there all the time with my friends because it's just a nice place to get ice cream and just to fool around.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one was IHOP, was with a different
That's
person.
less good.
That is not nearly
IHOP
as
is-
good.
And then it was a different guy, and I went to the air show because I could go in for free.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
So those are three very different things.
Vast differences, yeah.
So mini golf, I think, is a very
Bravo.
baseline. That's a good
Very,
one.
very
That's a
That
good
is
one.
a good one. IHOP. Whose idea was IHOP?
It was right after prom,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
he wanted to like hang out with me and my friends. It wasn't my ex; it was somebody else at the time.
So it was impromptu.
It was impromptu.
Okay.
It is the International House of Pancakes.
But that's they gave
I ended up
themselves that
paying.
title.
Yeah,
So-
it has a little bit of class. It's the International House of Pancakes. There's none other like it.
It wasn't the fact that I was fine with IHOP. It was the fact that like he made it such a big deal that I paid.
What?
Yeah, I paid because I didn't care, and he just made it such a big deal. He's like, "You shouldn't pay for me," and I was like, "Well, you should have brought money if you were gonna."
Wait, so he didn't want you to pay, but he
Oh.
also didn't bring money?
No, he was
I
just
thought
gonna
you
get a
meant-
water.
Oh, I thought he meant he was like, you have to pay.
No.
Like, making you pay for it.
He just didn't like that I was paying, and he made it a really big fuss, and I didn't see the fuss.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because this is also important.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that IHOP is, in fact, the International House of Pancakes?
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
They gave themselves that title.
I mean,
Well, okay,
Th-
then
there's not- there-
then what
there-
is the
there-
International
there's-
House of
there-
Pancakes?
There's not an international governing body of pancakes.
Okay, then what is the International House of Pancakes?
The International House of Pancakes is wherever you want it to be.
No.
I disagree.
The International House of
disagree.
Pancakes
You're
is an
alone
idea.
here.
Yeah.
The International House of Pancakes is an idea to be pursued, like freedom
And they
and
got
liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
There's no fight. There's no like, oh, this is this runner-up. What,
Okay,
Denny's?
We're not here to
Is
talk
Denny's
about
supposed to be the runners-up?
pancakes.
I'm not. What?
We're not here to talk about pancakes.
That's a good point. Do you remember when it was the International House of Burgers?
Do I remember? Oh, I do remember that.
That was
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. That was nobody bought into that.
Kind of brings up a good point with Waffle House.
Waffle House is amazing.
I've never been.
Oh my God, Waffle House is so good.
I see you have strong opinions on Waffle House.
But please note that they don't claim themselves to be the International House of Waffles.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, we're a house with waffles in it.
It's nice for a fight, and it's nice for the food.
So wait, so you're from Delaware, so you actually have Waffle Houses near you, I would think.
Yeah.
You do. We don't have Waffle House up here.
Dude,
I know. It's
I'm
I
mad
had
about that.
one like 25 minutes away. And it was near the airport, and I just
Really?
never went to it.
Waffle House is amazing.
I was
so good.
forbidden to go when I was a kid.
That's
Forbidden?
Yeah.
That's probably fair.
My
I've heard-
stepmom, she forbade me from going. She's like, you can never go.
It's probably a little bit fair. Yeah.
I've heard not great things about the people, like about the environment of Waffle
The environment. It really depends.
House. It depends on the
depends.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
There are many Waffle Houses. But if you find a good Waffle House, it becomes a Waffle Home very quickly.
That's a good point. That's a
Yeah.
great point.
Yeah. You just got to find the one that suits your vibe.
Okay.
You know what?
Because you do have.
We're getting derailed. We've been talking too
Hold on.
much about breakfast.
I just want to make the
Okay.
point. I just want to make the point that the Waffle House, gets a bad rap because again, you have Waffle Houses that are more white collar, put
Yeah.
together, tidy establishments, and if you want that, you can find a Waffle House that has that.
I mean,
Yeah.
measure Waffle House and hurricanes. How bad the hurricane
That's true.
is.
That is true.
Often the Waffle House is
Oh.
open.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real thing for the South.
Huh.
There's also Waffle House parties.
I'd love to go to Waffle House.
I would love to go to
party.
Waffle House party. Yeah.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
love that.
All right, back on the topic.
thank
What would
goodness.
your reaction be if somebody asked you on a first date to a Waffle House?
I would not be pleased.
You would not be pleased.
Where would you like to go?
Me personally, I would like to go, probably, I don't know, Build-A-Bear seems cute to me. Like, that seems cute. Just go on a Build-A-Bear
kinda
date.
cute.
That or probably go on roller coasters because there's studies that show that if you're like on a roller coaster or at a theme park, you're more likely to fall in love because of all the adrenaline of being on the roller coaster. So
Oh.
that person is more likely to like you on that date.
Is that not kind of like
Yeah.
a little bit
I was kind of
like
thinking
what?
that,
Like what's the word?
like
I mean,
you would need the adrenaline.
Deceptive, maybe.
Yeah, like
It's not deceptive if you both want to go. Like, I'm a roller coaster junkie, so it's like really good
Yeah.
for me.
That's also the sort of thing. You have to have a rapport with this person to ask them to go to a
Yeah.
theme park ride. It's not theme park. You're not
Don't go to
meeting.
movie dates.
you're not-
Don't do that as a first date, please.
That actually is bad. I can't read that. What does that say?
kind of like scary movies.
Oh yeah.
Scary movies are great, but
But not on the first date?
movies, you're not talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're staring at a screen and awkwardly looking at each other.
For a first date.
What if
that
it's a
is
good
bad.
movie?
If it's a good movie, but that's still you're not talking to the person. You're supposed to be spending time with them. Maybe that's
Yeah.
like a third date.
I was gonna say,
thing.
when is the movie date appropriate? You think third date?
Third date.
Okay.
Third. Yeah.
Because at that point you're like holding hands. So it's like a little
Exactly.
cute.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's up.
I know what's up.
So you both have partners. So
I do.
Yeah.
talk about them.
They're great.
Okay, I can talk about mine, and I think just briefly, the manner in which I asked her out is pretty funny. Well, no, not the way that I asked her out, but just the way that I kind of reached out to her initially to start talking with her.
Mhm.
So it was through email. It was what?
I'm confused.
That's not game, bro. That's
No.
not game.
It is.
Email? Like, did you just?
Is
What?
that your
How?
was that your only option?
Was she a part of the quad and you're just like that profile picture? Like.
Okay, I give you people an inch, and you take the whole. Okay,
Okay, I just want to get put in the world here.
you're in the world, Sam.
Okay,
You're in the world right
Oh,
now.
Article.
What
And
did the
you are
email
too.
say? What did the email say?
Was it a pickup line?
Let me explain. So, okay. I was hired as a paid staff member starting the spring semester of last year.
Okay.
And I came in for training day, and I was wearing a jacket. That is one of my favorite jackets. It's a pretty cool jacket.
If you do say so yourself.
And it is, anybody would say that's a pretty cool jacket. All right. But I came in, and Olivia had complimented me on it, and she said that she
Ooh.
liked it, and we talked a little bit, and I found that she was also a political science major, and obviously
Okay.
also she works for the newspaper.
Yes.
She was the features editor at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, she's really cool and she's cute, so I want to talk to her again.
Okay.
And so I went to the next meeting with that in mind, and she actually talked to me first.
Oh.
The next meeting, so I was like, oh, well, hey,
Okay,
that must be
okay.
good. So okay, and like, because I feel like you were reacting as if like that's the first time I ever talked to her over email. No, no.
Oh, I had
But-
no context.
So-
No, I know,
I
I know.
The
I
way
know.
you started that was not.
What did the
good.
email say? Because I'm thinking like, why couldn't this email have been in person? What would have said in
Okay,
this
so
email been done in person?
Were you
So,
just nervous?
I did kind of lie to Olivia, and she remembers it to this day. Because
That's
This,
crazy.
you're not
For
looking good right now.
context-
To be
no,
honest
no,
with
For
you.
context, she's like here.
Yeah, she's here. She's
here.
behind the
She's
camera.
Right there.
for all the
laughing this
viewers,
whole-
Olivia is in the room right now. So, but I
You're on
mean,
the hot seat.
but-
Like this is.
I'm not saying anything she doesn't already know. But
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
good
no.
the
So
content. Of
she
the
she
email.
she was giving her writer's call
Okay.
the one day, which is basically like bringing up topics that could be written about that people
Yeah.
can kind of like claim and say they want to write about. And I don't know what it was about this one that I was like, I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna write about that. But she was like, yeah, like and this was last year, so you two actually, I don't think you would know about this, but
Probably not.
the marching band for the school last year went to the Parade of Roses.
Yeah, I actually do know about that.
Okay, yeah. So they went there, and Olivia had wanted somebody to write a story about it. I told her that I would. I didn't have any intention of actually doing that. I just wanted to start a conversation with her. And I didn't think anybody else was going to write about it. It's like, no harm, no foul.
Did you ever write about it?
Oh, no, I didn't. But, yeah, so this is what happened, right?
Okay.
So she emailed me. I mean, granted, it was business, but she emailed me first. So she was definitely into me, like, even then.
Is that true?
She emails me too.
Wait, hold on. You're making these claims like she's not. Is that true?
Because I said, I'll email you the information about it.
That is not.
So she was definitely into me from the very beginning. That's my point.
Because
She
you
also
lied,
sent
bro.
a very similar email to me last night.
But everybody calm down because I'm about to drop the hammer.
Oh,
yeah?
of course.
The hammer.
The hammer. She sent me the email immediately after which she followed me on Instagram.
Okay, that's a power move. That was a power
Yes.
move.
I don't know.
That changed. What do you mean you don't know? That changes the whole dynamic.
That
I
changes
really
a lot.
disagree.
That's a different ball game. That's like grand
did you
slam in the
message
bottom
her
of the
on
eighth.
Instagram?
Huh?
Did you message her on Instagram then?
Not immediately.
How long after?
2 hours.
30 seconds.
So I emailed her back, and in the email I wanted to like test and see like if she was interested or not. So
Yeah.
in the email I was like, "Oh, that sounds great. I'll definitely reach out." I didn't.
My God.
But the second part of it was like, because this was around Valentine's Day. This was like for the first week of February.
Okay.
So I asked her, "Hey, like I'm writing an article about like the best like movies to watch around Valentine's Day. Like,
Is this true?
oh yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
were-
no, I did actually write that story.
Okay, you did write
Yeah.
that story.
And in the email I asked her, I was like, would you have any recommendations like for me to put on my list?
Okay.
And when she got back to me, it was a full bulleted with detail, like
Oh.
five movie list.
Yeah, I think she has a crush on
So she was into me. Okay, she was. Let's accept it.
She wants me. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. She does. And then so after that, I DM'd her on Instagram, and we were kind of relatively normal from that point on.
Oh, that's sweet.
All right, there we go.
You guys are cute.
Thank you.
You,
So
yeah, there was a little rocky patch there in the beginning.
a little bit.
Because you were like,
a
yeah,
little
I
bit.
did it over email and I lied. And she was totally into me.
Yeah, that was not a good start.
I mean, all three of those things, all
those are
true. They all are
But
true. Context is
look where you're at
important,
now.
though. That's what we know.
Context is very
Yeah.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, context was important.
All right, Sam, as for you, or Barnacle Boy?
Barnacle, yeah. Mine was not nearly as interesting because I didn't lie. Did it in person.
All good things.
No, it was one of those things where it was like, I was a senior at the time, she was a junior, and we were part of the newspaper, the school newspaper. And
Both of you guys are newspaper stories.
yeah, both of them were newspaper. And so she was getting like picked up, like the club would end at like 5 o'clock or something like that. So she would have her parents pick her up. So here's the thing, I was gonna ask her, be like, hey, I'll drive you home. Because we had already been talking at this point. Honestly.
Yeah.
We had been talking in the we had an A day and a B day schedule,
Mhm.
and then A days we had a study hall in the beginning, and so we'd go up into like the newspaper room and like work on the newspaper together.
Yeah.
And then so right before I was about to ask her, like, hey, do you want to drive me home? She asked me, hey, can you drive me home? I was like, okay, hold up.
That's good.
Yeah,
She wants you.
She wants me.
She wants you. Yeah.
And then so I drive her home. And I at this point, I don't know what day this was because I did this for like a few days. Because we had a pre-production that was 1 week and then a production that was the other week. So I'm pretty sure I did this in pre-production week. Then I think it was sometime in production week. I thought I sold the bag.
Ooh.
I thought I
How
sold the bag.
so?
Because I asked her, like, so she got out of the car. She was about to get out of the car. And I asked her, I was like, hey, we should do something sometime. Like, it's a lot of fun talking to you. And she's like, oh my God, yeah, me and Gabe are going to go caving. You should join us. And I was like, oh, yeah. I thought I got friend zoned. And I was like, I got cooked and I was done. And then so I was defeated. I'm going to tell you, this was a sad car ride home. I had to go to work right after. So I went to work, and then my friend Matus comes up to me. And Matus's little sister is also part of the newspaper.
Yeah.
And Matus comes up to me and he goes, yo, man, nice work, man. You got that. And I was like, what? What do you mean? And he goes, yo, I was talking to my little sister, and she's like, Karina's totally into you. And I was like, are you serious? Like, I didn't just get friend zoned. And then we started talking more and more through, I think it's through iMessage, because we were part of like an opinion group. We were both an opinion.
Yeah.
And so we were in an opinion group chat, so that's how I got a number.
Nice.
And so I started texting her about stories first, I think.
Yeah.
And then that snowballed in actual conversations.
Oh, that's
So who's
so
Gabe, though?
sweet.
Gabe is a close friend of ours. Originally her friend.
Okay.
They had known each other since freshman year.
Oh, okay. So,
Um,
so you also knew who Gabe was at the time?
Yes,
Oh,
like
okay.
a
Yeah.
little bit.
Okay. That
Like,
makes
because
sense.
I only really started going, like, paying attention to the newspaper stuff, like, halfway through
Yeah.
senior
yeah.
year. Because that's, like, when I first joined my senior year. So I knew Gabe a little bit, but then I started getting to know Gabe more, and we're good friends now.
Nice.
Yeah, so I
Awesome,
didn't get friend
awesome.
zoned.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yep.
You didn't lie.
now
You didn't do anything.
I didn't.
No.
I'm a saint.
Yeah.
I would never do anything like that.
Barnacle Boy over here is perfect.
You
Just
guys
perfect.
have very cute stories.
Yeah.
Unlike some people in here.
No, I couldn't imagine. What did the one person say? Is like, can I roll a blunt off your ass?
Yeah. I once had a guy ask if he could roll a blunt on my ass from Kylie.
That person, I think, needs to be locked up
The person.
before they do anything.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
freaky?
That,
freaky.
that's
Was it
just,
Gus?
Yeah.
that's a strong first impression.
I think
Yeah.
that's
She
the
was
sort of
not
thing.
into it.
You
I
need.
don't-
You
Well,
need.
the real question is who would be into that? Who'd be like, oh my god, yes.
I don't think I can
I
name a single
actually
person.
have a friend, so she'd be really into it.
Really? First impression?
Yeah.
Okay.
Teach their own.
She's fun.
To each
Alright.
their own.
What if, imagine cosplay is being single for a second. You're at a party. Girl comes up to you. Hey, can I roll a blunt off your ass? What's your initial response?
I would 1,000% assume that they're joking.
That's a good point. I would too.
Assuming that they're not, though, be like, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
That makes me really uncomfortable.
yeah, I'd probably be. Like, the thing is, it sounds like a joke, so
Mhm.
I'd just be so confused.
Even if it is a joke, it's not the kind of
Not
joke
a
you-
great first impression
Weird.
either way.
not
It's
the joke that you
weird.
lead with, you know?
Oh, yeah, no.
Just not.
Yeah.
Not at all.
There's also something that I would like to comment on. So there's
Okay.
a few things that I noticed. Apparently there's girls that get asked out, but not asked out. They're given a gift, and then the guy thinks that they're dating because she accepted the gift. I've gotten 5 different girls that I've interviewed that have said this.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the first I'm hearing of this.
So a guy, for instance, for Kendall, he gave her a box of chocolates
Mhm.
and thought that they were dating for 2 weeks because she accepted them and got mad at her for being with her boyfriend.
I mean,
That's
if
crazy.
somebody walks up to me and gives me a box of chocolates, I'm not really going to say no, no matter what the
Yeah,
circumstances
and
Oh,
are.
he
yeah.
accused her of cheating on him, not on her boyfriend.
That is crazy.
There was
Like-
another person that happened. There's anonymous, and they were saying that they had something similar happen.
These people that we share the world with are concerning, I think.
Yeah, a little strange.
Yeah, a little strange,
A little delusional.
Because how can you assume you're dating if you haven't even like asked? Like,
I don't know. I like things to be very clear. So
very clear. You should always be very
you should
clear.
always be very clear.
Yeah.
Communication's very healthy, guys.
It's key.
Yes, it's key.
It's key.
Do you think if I like go to a car dealership and like wash a car, it's my car?
That's kind of what I feel like.
Is that how
they're
that
thinking.
works? Yeah.
I don't understand.
They get in the car like, what are you doing?
No, I'm good.
Well, yeah, just give me the keys.
It's like valet.
Yeah.
I just drove it. It's mine.
But,
So how would you, ideal perfect scenario, right? How would you prefer to be asked out?
perfect scenario. Not when my dog died.
That's
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 a,
a key.
that's a big
starter.
detail.
I would prefer. I don't know. I like to know people, so I'm very much with the majority that I had interviewed. I would like to be asked out by a friend.
by a friend.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more personal that way, and at least I know that person, and I know that I like that person, whether romantically or not. I do love and care about them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a
How
good point.
long do you think that friendship period needs to be?
I was just about to ask
At
that
least
question.
like a month
That's fair.
for me.
That's fair.
Okay.
At least a month.
What do you think about the 3-month rule?
3-month rule.
Isn't that like you like just stay friends for 3 months and then start dating?
I mean, So I know the 3-month rule for if you're dating somebody, it's not real love until it hits like 3 months or something.
Oh, really?
I don't necessarily believe
It's
that,
very
but
arbitrary.
that's
Yeah,
one that
I
I
don't
know
believe
of. Same thing for like it's not a crush until like it's 3 months, and I'm like,
What?
that's weird.
They gotta put a date on
It's
everything.
dumb. Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
It's one of those dumb internet rules that people make up. Just
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
TikTok
But
views.
as
That's
the
all.
Yeah,
friend
it really-
thing, I would at least want to know this person for at least a month. I can't, like, if I don't know you for, like, all of a week, I'm not going to say yes.
By know for a month, do you mean like be like talking for a month and be
Yes.
friends, or like get to know them, like from the moment you meet them and start hanging out with them, to a month later, or like how does
For
that work?
me, it's like I have to be talking to you consistently
For a
and
month.
getting to know you and, like, hanging out with you.
So
Like, you're my actual friend.
would you say the distinction is this person would have to be a friend rather than just merely an acquaintance?
Yeah.
Acquaintances are off the table.
Because if it's, like, somebody that I knew in class and they asked me out on a date, it's probably going to be a no unless they're really hot. And, like, you can't say no to somebody who's so attractive. I don't know. There's a few girls in some of my classes, if they came up to me and be like, hey, I would be like, yep, I am
Yes,
with
ma'am.
Lucas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You may have me. It is A-okay. So, yeah.
What are your thoughts on President's Day?
President's Day.
We're
Yeah.
not gonna do this.
I don't care.
Well, I want the people to know that if they don't have a Valentine's Day when February comes around, they can celebrate President's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also just celebrate Valentine's Day differently.
By yourself.
I mean, technically, yeah, but for me, if I don't have somebody that I'm celebrating with, like if I'm not dating anybody, me and my friends all get Valentine's Day gifts for each other and we dress up and like we all go on like a date together. We're all just having a fun day.
That's
Girls' Day.
interesting. Because I don't think I'd ever do that.
I mean, you and the guys can go and watch silly rom-coms.
I mean,
No.
we're gonna do a tier list ranking the hotness of the U.S. presidents
that's
for
what we're
President's Day.
gonna
So
spend
that's
it.
how
That's fun.
President's Day.
that's how
Yeah.
we're gonna spend it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the hottest president?
Teddy.
That's quick, and that's a good answer too.
Yeah. It doesn't be JFK.
I think it's Teddy.
It depends on what you
Conservational-
want,
Like, he's conservation and like...
cause
He's called Teddy because he's built like a teddy bear.
but he's not a gentle lover though.
I mean, the freak in the sheets.
Wait, I'm sorry. How
For
do you know
some
he's not a
people.
lover?
He's not a gentle lover.
How do you know that?
Just look at him. He's not.
Look,
Who knows? Maybe he can be a gentleman.
No, he's a gentleman.
Look,
But he's
it's,
not-
It's A-okay. I will defend Teddy.
I'm not even saying
Teddy's
it's a bad-
definitely in the higher tiers.
Yeah, I'm not even saying it's a bad thing.
He's
I'm just
at
saying like
least 5,
you
like
just got-
top 5.
top 5. Yeah.
If he's not in top 5, I will be upset.
Probably.
Top 5.
I'd
Top
have
5
to,
is
I'd
fair.
have to look
Top
at all
5
the
is fair.
presidents.
But
We'll figure this out
we
in
will
February.
We'll litigate this in February.
Also, there's Groundhog's Day. Don't forget.
There is Groundhog's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say about your story?
If you want to ask somebody out, if you like a guy, there's a good chance if you ask him out, he will say yes. Guys don't get asked out often. You should definitely do that. I recommend. It worked out for me a lot. I asked out guys. I've asked out almost every single guy I've ever dated. It's worked out well for me. And it should work out well for you guys. As for like the ladies, if you want to ask out a girl, get to know her first. Try to become her friends. That way you can actually understand what you're getting into. Some people are crazy. You gotta look out for that. So yeah.
Yeah. I think for all the men out there, just understand that we live in a society.
No.
Shut
Not the society thing.
No. But I mean that in the sense that we live in a civilized society. You need to act in a certain way. Okay, be cognizant of the fact that these other people have their own lives and they're
Are
just as
people.
complicated as yours. Yet that they
Yeah,
are
are people.
people.
Everyone's
yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
So- Just
be nice,
Kylie
don't-
says, "Treat me like a person, not an object."
That's a great
Exactly.
point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
A lot of things also, be honest with yourself. That's what a lot of people kept saying. Just be honest. Just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. I think
Yeah.
it worked out well for you guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
2 prime examples.
Look at us.
We live in a society. That's all I can say.
You live in
about
a
it, yeah.
society.
You live in the society.
Yeah.
Alright?
All right, but it was great having you on.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for coming, Elaina. And again, the title of the story is How to Ask a Person Out 101, and you can find that on You can find that on wcuquad.com by Elaina Kaber. Okay, good.
Please read it. It is it's a really funny story.
Yeah,
actually.
no, we did not cover all the answers. All the answers are very funny. So
yeah, there's a lot more.
definitely go and read it. And thank you again for coming on.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much,
your time.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks. Next up in our Halloween episode is a Halloween game, which we are both looking forward to very much. We love our games here.
If I make it out alive.
Yeah, Sam is working up a sweat here as
bad.
I hear it. Yeah.
My hands are sweaty. My hands have never been this sweaty. My whole I'm wearing 3 layers. I really shouldn't have done that because I was like, okay, I'll wear the shirt and I wore a long sleeve over it because I didn't know how low the red one would hang. The hat's not great either.
You thought it was gonna look like a crop top?
Yeah, I got worried it's like a V where it doesn't go too low. I don't need to show off that much skin.
Slutty barnacle boy.
You showed off as much skin as you like.
Yeah. Well,
you can introduce.
How about this? Yeah. So this is the Livy here that I was referencing earlier that I did lie to.
I've gotten over it though. It's okay.
So Olivia, I think you should tell the audience the game or explain to them the game that we are playing today.
I would love to. So we are going to be playing a spooky, scary game today. Basically, Google Trends has released information, not released, but it's updated its site with information on what the costumes that are most trending in Google searches for 2024.
Oh.
So basically, what kind of costumes people are looking up most, maybe to buy. So what are the most popular costumes of 2024 so far? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, we've got 5 questions.
Okay.
Each question has 3 answers. 2 of those answers are actually on the list of top 10 costumes being searched. 1 is not. Your job is to guess which one is not on the list.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready then?
I'm all
Any
nervous.
questions?
No, I think I got it.
Gotta find the imposter.
So first up for the category, we have just overall costume.
Okay.
So your options for the overall costumes that are being searched most are Chipotle burrito, Stanley Cup, and ray gun. You know ray gun?
Ray gun?
From the Olympics, the breakdancer.
Oh, yes.
The blue and, yeah. So Chipotle burrito, Stanley Cup, and ray gun.
So, okay, Stanley Cup is definitely on there.
If Stanley Cup's on there, which I think I'm also not, I'm going Chipotle burrito.
Chipotle burrito. See, by the way, if you don't already have a Stanley Cup and you're thinking about getting one, don't get one.
Oh, really?
You missed the trend. It's too late.
So this is
I'm just saying.
This has nothing to do with the quality of a Stanley Cup.
No.
It's just too
No.
late.
It's just like don't like.
Is it expensive? Is a Stanley Cup expensive?
Yeah, they're
Like
expensive.
$40.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea how much to spend on my water bottle.
So you missed the boat. I'm just letting you know.
You missed the boat.
Letting you know right now.
But
Chipotle burrito. What? No, you
that
can't help
is
us.
so good.
Why would Chipotle burrito be on there?
Chipotle's very popular. I can see it happening.
Why would people want to be that though?
They were good.
Like,
You have a statement about Chipotle?
Don't encourage him.
what's your Chipotle order?
I get a burrito,
Burrito.
chicken, white rice, black beans, salsa, cheese, lettuce.
Lettuce.
Yes.
I've gotten
I wrapped it
Chipotle
up.
once, and I thought it was mid. I've never gotten it again.
I think the cheaper you go, the better.
Cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
With what in terms of your restaurant or?
No, with just Chipotle.
Oh, really?
Like the toppings and
Yep.
stuff.
Huh.
Like, get the chicken.
How much lettuce did they put on your burrito?
Enough.
Enough?
I was not like, whoa, that's too much lettuce, or that's not enough.
I often have the feeling that people put too much lettuce on my foods.
I don't think I would even notice it, though, if they put too much. I put so much else in my burrito that I'm like, oh, cool, there's lettuce in here.
Okay,
And-
think about hoagies, right?
Yes. You can overdo lettuce in hoagie.
Yeah, every time I get a hoagie, they turn it into like a salad with meat.
What do you get on your hoagie, though?
I basically get a regular Italian hoagie. I just with no tomatoes is the one.
No tomatoes.
No tomatoes is the one modification that I make.
No tomatoes.
I don't know. I don't like straight up tomatoes.
I
like
was
that.
originally like a no tomato guy. I was a plain cheeseburger ketchup guy. but now I get it all on.
All on.
Only thing I think I would maybe not put on is pickles.
Oh, pickles. I'm not a pickle guy.
I'm not a
No,
pickle
me
guy.
neither.
Like,
Yeah.
not on a chicken sandwich. Absolutely not.
You put pickles on anything, it just infects it with its like just strong, acidic, pickly taste. It just
All right. Well, we're not
Pickle-
here to
Wait,
talk
yeah,
about
wait.
pickles.
Wait, which one? I chose mine very quickly. I'm pretty
I
confident.
feel like Chipotle burrito is a red herring because I don't think anybody
What
like the Australian breakdancer. Yes,
Yes.
Ray gun?
Ray gun.
What I've learned is I go with my gut now.
You go with
If I
your
put
gut?
too much thought into it, I'm gonna choose what is it? Sour Patch watermelon. That's gonna happen again.
People, I don't think are flocking to be like a
Ray gun?
breakdancer for Halloween. Because I could like as much as it's like I don't know where that's coming from. Chipotle burrito. I don't know why that would be on the trends. I could see somebody being that.
I think
I could see
Chipotle is
that.
also very specific. A burrito.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
It is very specific. But I mean, think about it. I'm thinking about it in these terms. Okay, Chipotle is like probably at this point the most famous, well-known, successful kind of like Mexican-ish fast
Qdoba?
food place. Qdoba's not as popular.
Yes.
as Chipotle. Qdoba I think is actually a little bit
I
better.
never had it.
There's one on campus
I
now. You should
know,
go.
I've been trying to go.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
9 weeks in and I still haven't.
Yeah, you got to go.
The
It is
one time
good.
I tried to go, it was closed.
Yeah, their
That's very
hours are
upset.
kind of weird,
Yeah,
but you should go. It's good.
I'll have to go.
And the burrito I think is the most popular. Well, bowl probably is the most
I'm
popular.
not a bowl. I'm getting so off. What are you
Um,
picking?
My answer for the one that is not trending is Ray Gun, just because I can see somebody dressing up as a Chipotle burrito. Stanley Cup, I feel like is absolutely on that list. I just feel like it has to be.
Like, even if it's past the point to buy a Stanley Cup, I think people are still on the train.
It's such a big 2024 thing. I think it's got to be on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
What-
you're going Reagan.
I'm going Ray Gun.
I'm going
Reagan.
Chipotle
You're doing
burrito.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. And the answer is neither of those.
Oh my god, this is Stanley Cup.
Reagan and Chipotle burrito were both on the list, and the incorrect one is indeed Stanley Cup. Let's see the order. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
So,
god.
Reagan was
started-
number 2.
Number 2.
And then let's see. Chipotle burrito was number 11 out of 15.
Is this official data from Google?
Yes, Google
Wow.
Trends. It's
All
on
right.
Google Trends.
Hey, all right.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was more right. So should I? I think I should get a point for that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be that easy, but
You're not more right than me.
Yeah.
You're not more right.
Because you said like that was number 2. That's a pretty popular one. You're like absolutely not.
Hey, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
I'll take a half point. All right. Next
all right,
question.
Second question. So these next 2 questions are going to be dog costumes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question for dog costumes is the sandworm from Dune, hippo, which I'm assuming is in
Mudang.
reference to Mudang, and then
Oh.
Beetlejuice. Which one is not on the list of top trending searches for
Wait.
costumes?
Did Dune 2, did it come out this year or was that
Yes.
last year?
I
It
think
came out
was
this
early
year.
this year.
Yeah, you're right, I think.
It did.
That's
It
tough.
did.
That's tough.
How popular is that damn hippo?
The hippo's very popular.
They did a whole SNL skit on it.
They did. They did. You're right.
Mudang, which I don't get the hype. By the way.
Man, I don't know. Because it's not even like I originally was saying like no to Mudang because I was like that's too recent. Costumes aren't going to be ready for that. But it's not. If they're made, it's search. It's by Google search.
It is by search, so it's not. Yeah, that's not really a factor. Yeah.
I'm going. Beetlejuice is the wrong one because Mudang and the sandworm. Those are ones like you can. Those are very dog specific. Like I feel like you can.
Let me.
Like those are both animals.
Yes.
Beetlejuice is a person.
Here's the thing, though.
Okay.
I see it right now. Every millennial in this nation they just cannot wait to put like a green wig and that like striped suit on their little pit bull. They just can't wait.
That's a good point.
They're itching. They're salivating at the mouth to do that. They can't wait.
Do you think the sandworm was too long ago?
Sandworm, I don't think it's too long ago. I just think it's like. I mean, I don't know, because people do love the
People love
Dune movies, but it's
People
like
love it.
people. They don't love the Dune movies. I don't think in the same way that they love like the Star Wars movies.
No, it's too recent. There was an old
Well,
Dune.
if recency is your thing, then Mudang is only a thing as of like a couple months ago.
No, in the sense of like Star Wars has had like 50 years to grow in popularity. The Dune movies, the first one came out, not the first one, but the first one in this like series came out in like 2021.
Yeah, my thing, I don't think people obsess over Dune in the same way they obsess over Star Wars. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
But
I don't know if I see. I'm sticking to the
you've been sticking this whole time.
I don't know if I. Yeah, I don't know if I see people getting that hyped over Dune.
Oh my god, I gotta rethink my options here.
So wait, okay. So I'm trying to think. So I'm trying
Trust your
to
gut,
I'm trying to pick the one
Trust
that
your
is
intuition.
not on the list.
Because he brought up a good point that like Beetlejuice is very popular. It just came out
and it's an easy costume. Hey, I'm not trying to convince you.
No, but you are. You are convincing me. Beetlejuice is in. Beetlejuice is in.
What was the third one other than Beetlejuice and Sandworm?
Mudang.
Mudang. Ah, man.
I'm going Mudang and Beetlejuice are in. Sandworm's out. It was too long ago. Also, I think it'd be too difficult. Like there's hippo costumes out there for dogs. There has to be. Beetlejuice, you put a green wig on it. Sandworm, that's a whole operation. That's gonna take a lot to make. But it's also Google searches. But also, it was too long ago. It's too long ago.
Beetlejuice, I think, is. I don't want to see that. I'm not looking, but I don't want to see that. I want to see the answers. Mudang, I think people would do because
Yes.
it's a four-legged creature. It translates well that way.
Mm-hmm.
Beetlejuice, again, millennials
Eat that up.
cannot wait to put that green wig on their dog. They can't wait to do it.
Are we agreeing on this one then?
Yeah. I mean, I convinced you, but...
Yeah, but you didn't
yeah.
make your mind
Yeah.
up yet.
Okay. So I'm saying that Sandworm is off the list.
Sandworm's off the
That
list.
is. So we're both going Sandworm.
I am terribly sorry.
No!
No. This is on me. I accidentally put 3 costumes that were all on the list. So that is entirely my bad.
What was the lowest, though? That's what we'll do.
Okay,
Wait.
okay.
Wait. So if Sandworm was the lowest, we both get a point.
Hmm.
It's not. Hippo was.
Mudang was the lowest?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I messed that up. That's my bad.
No. That's okay.
But
Yeah, it's
I guess you
Because
would
we
have
still,
gotten it anyway then.
We wouldn't have gotten it
We
anyways.
wouldn't have gotten it anyways. That's a good point.
All right. Number 3. This is still dog costumes, and I
Okay.
made sure these are correct.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
worry. So these are your options: Sherlock Holmes, Gary from SpongeBob, and Dogpool, which I assume is a reference to Deadpool.
Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes right off the bat?
What are the options? What are the other
So,
options?
Sherlock Holmes, Gary from SpongeBob, and Dogpool.
Maybe I'm in the SpongeBob mood or something, but Gary's in. That's a good idea. That's just a good idea.
is it
Dogpool-
though?
Yes.
Because how do you do it? How do you execute that?
I'm not really an inventor. I don't know how, but I gotta imagine the Google searches for it are pretty popular. He's a popular cartoon animal.
I will say SpongeBob is popular enough, and the translation is kind of makes sense enough for me to believe that it would be top 10, and that's what it is, right? These are top 10.
What was the first one?
Top 15, technically.
15. Okay.
What was the first one again?
Sherlock Holmes.
There's just no way. Oh, but man, Sherlock Holmes is.
Sherlock Holmes, I think, is actually a classic dog costume. I've seen dogs before,
Have you?
even if just online, dressed as Sherlock Holmes. And for that reason, I think I'm going to let my gut tell me that I think Sherlock Holmes is on the list.
Okay.
The other two. What are the other two?
Gary from SpongeBob and Dogpool.
Dogpool's in. It's gotta be in.
Because Deadpool came out recently.
Yeah. Okay, Sherlock Holmes. No, my answer is Sherlock Holmes. It's Sherlock Holmes.
I
I have
think
my
Sherlock
reasoning for
Holmes
it,
is
but I don't
off
want to
the
convince
list.
you, so I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Okay, so Sherlock Holmes
I'm
and
locked in.
Gary.
Wait. Am I saying that Dogpool or Gary's off the list?
Either way.
You know what? Dogpool is such a direct translation, and that movie came out this year. So the movie came out this year. It's at its peak of popularity right now.
Yes. Yes.
And it's a dog.
It is a dog.
So the translation is immediate. I think people were like, oh, what should I dress my dog up as? Oh, dog pool. That makes sense to people. So I'm saying Gary is off the list. That is my final answer.
You want to know my reasoning?
Yes.
Because you said Sherlock Holmes is a very popular costume. People don't need to look it up. It already is a thing. It's already a thing people know of.
But people need ideas, though.
Ideas.
People
They
need
know what
ideas.
they're doing. Sherlock Holmes is a good enough like character, is a more popular enough character. You just know what you're doing.
Yeah, but people always want to look up for reference, like...
Gary is something you have to look up because you're like, how would I even do this? How would I do the third
Exactly.
option that I don't remember?
It's such a like non like feasible idea that people don't even conceive
I
of
just
that.
don't think that's true at all. But please
All right.
prove me right.
Well, I'm happy to say that we do have somebody who is correct this time. It's Carlo.
Shit.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So let's see. Sherlock Holmes was number 9, and then Dogpool was number 1.
No yeah,
Gary.
see,
Yeah,
The-
Dogpool was a lock.
the movie's trending this
That was
year.
a lock.
Yeah.
Okay. So for these last 2 questions, Sam, you have 2 more chances to make a comeback.
Okay.
They are duo costumes. It's like a couple
Oh.
a pair,
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so these are your first 3 options. Ready? Jack Daniels and Coke, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, or Hot Cheetos and Takis.
I don't like any of these.
Those are all terrible.
Those are all bad.
If you're a couple and you have decided to dress up as one of these, break up immediately.
Please return.
The world-
I was going to say return the costume, but you're just saying...
Break up immediately because the world does not need 2 people like you together in a relationship. That's the last thing the world needs.
Okay. So Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde.
From Zootopia.
I don't know. What's the other one
I think
again?
that's like 2 like...
Takis and the other one's
Hot
in.
Cheetos and Takis,
That's
Jack
it.
Daniels and Coke, and Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde.
I think Judy... No. Okay. I think Jack Daniels and Coke is iconic. Kind of, because that's a known combo.
Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke. And the third one, Takis and Hot Cheeto. That one's also... That's grown in popularity as Takis has grown in popularity, so is Hot Cheetos.
Yes.
But Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, those days are over. Those days are long gone.
Those days are over, and I would also... Like, people may not want to give off the implication that they are a member of the furry community.
That's what I was also thinking.
Not that obviously there's anything wrong with that, but people
Yeah.
people might not want to give off that
Yeah, I know what you mean.
because people are still weird about that.
Yeah.
So people might be skeptical of it
Yeah, I'm pretty much a lock-in for Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde.
because it's old.
It's old.
But while we're at it, I'm just so you know, because you're behind.
Yeah.
I'm also saying.
I'm behind. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant like behind,
I'm also gonna say
you're ahead of the curve.
that Judy Hopps and Nick are
Okay.
off. Just so you're aware,
Okay.
because
Just
I'm
copy me,
ahead.
that's cool.
Final answer?
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
That's yours.
but
Wait.
before, I just want to say, like, if you and your partner have decided that you want to be Jack and Coke for Halloween, I would go to extreme measures to avoid having a conversation with you. I think that choice tells me that
I'm for the other one. I'm Hot Cheetos and Takis. No. Come on.
I don't like either of them. I'm just saying.
I'd rather talk to a Jack and Coke than a Hot Cheeto and Taki person.
On that note, neither of you are right.
What?
It was indeed Hot Cheetos and Takis. That was not on the list.
That was my lock.
And so...
I thought that was a lock too.
Yeah.
Oh
Jack
my
and Coke was
God.
number 4.
I saw that at Spirit Halloween.
And then Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde was number 7.
7?
7.
I didn't know Zootopia was that beloved.
I
It's
suppose so.
not. Are they even that cute of a couple?
No,
Maybe they were. I haven't seen it in a while.
me neither.
All right, so Sam, this means you have one more chance.
Wait, this is my last chance?
Yeah.
One more
Oh,
chance.
shit.
Might want to keep your cards close to the chest on this one.
Okay, so this is again duo costume. Ready?
Okay.
So we have Nicole Kidman and AMC Popcorn, Deer and
a good one.
Hunter, and Lightning McQueen and Sally.
Deer and Hunter?
Like a deer and then a hunter.
Oh,
You need them again?
this is Google search. Yeah, I do.
It's Nicole Kidman and AMC Popcorn, a deer and hunter, and Lightning McQueen and Sally.
It's tough. Because none of these are good either.
Yeah. A lot of thoughts are happening.
A lot of thoughts are
A
happening.
lot of thoughts
yeah.
are happening right now. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
For the one that isn't on the list, how did you determine this?
I looked up I just looked up like ideas of duo costumes, and browsed them a lot until I found an interesting.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. Sally and Lightning McQueen are cars. How on earth are you going to dress up as a car?
Okay, wait. What was the second one?
Deer and Hunter.
Deer and Hunter I can see because, like, for a deer, I mean, anthropomorphically is not, compatible. But people could just dress up. They have, like, bodysuits that are, like, the antlers. And, Hunter's easy because he's wear camo.
Yeah, camo and the orange.
I can see people doing that. I think you probably... Don't say that. The other one?
Nicole Kidman and AMC Popcorn.
And that's a thing. That is a thing.
That is a thing. But is it popular enough? I feel like that was last year.
I think it's boring. But that is like it's a trend. People would want to do that. I could see it.
I'm picking Lightning McQueen and Sally. And I will...
Queen and Sally.
Yeah. And you can copy me if you want. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
What if I tell you I'm definitely picking Lightning McQueen and Sally? Because then you would have to pick something else to tie.
That's not fair.
Okay, you know what?
He claimed it first.
I claimed it first.
Okay. All right, I'll let you do it.
I let you copy my last one.
I didn't copy anything. But okay. You know what? I like to keep things interesting because I think that's the correct answer, and I'll let you have that. But let me see. Let me see, though. Between the other two.
I know what my second choice would have been. I'm not saying it.
I know. So Deer and Hunter and Nicole Kidman, AMC Popcorn.
I see reasons for all of them, like why they wouldn't be on the list, though. But I was wrong with one of my reasons last time.
So Deer and Hunter, camo is back in fashion in 2024.
Is it?
Between Chappell Roan.
Does she wear camo?
And
I don't know anything.
the
hat.
Oh.
and the Harris Walls presidential campaign, who also have their camo hat.
That's very true.
Camo in 2024 is back in style. And I can absolutely see that being a thing that people want to do, especially this year out of any recent years.
Yes.
And AMC Popcorn and Nicole Kidman, I think, it's maybe a little bit too niche. I think it's not as good as an idea. Not as many people would want to do that. My final guess for the costume that is not on the list is Nicole Kidman and AMC Popcorn.
Sam, you're locked in with Sally?
Yeah.
You're wrong, Sam. You are right.
Oh, wow.
That was my second.
Nicole Kidman and AMC Popcorn is not on the list.
Wow.
So let's see. Lightning McQueen and Sally was number 5, surprisingly. And Deer and Hunter was number 10.
Okay. That's just not right.
So some trends never die.
No, because the Nicole Kidman and AMC Popcorn, I was like, that's kind of old, but it's specific enough we have to look it up. So I guess so was Lightning McQueen and Sally, but that's why I asked the question, like, where'd you find the other ones? Because I was like, that's one you'd find if you looked it up.
That's fair.
I just messed up.
One tally for Carlo when it comes to pod games. Gotta make it come back.
The first game in the new studio, I have won.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not doing good at all.
Well, you know what?
This is really...
We have many more games in our future.
Yeah. I think I had a bit of a disadvantage.
Sweating your ass off over there?
Dude, I don't want to take it off because then I'm going to be all sweaty. But then again, I can't walk around looking like this.
You could.
I could.
Why not? There have been
I did go to the bathroom in the
things
fit.
on my sister's campus.
Did go to the bathroom.
Oh, I wish
Someone did give me a more than strange look in the bathroom when I left the stall.
I mean, people aren't expecting to see Barnacle Boy in the bathroom.
If anything, they should have complimented you, though.
Yeah,
That's
wow,
true.
Nice costume. The one girl in the meeting did. She said nice costume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know her name. Shout out her.
Well, this was very fun.
This is a lot
very
of
fun game.
Up until the end when I lost. But that was great.
Thank you again to Olivia for crafting this up for us and hosting it with us.
And thank you again to Elaina, who's not here right now, but for showing us, having us look at our story.
appeared on our story spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And again, you can find the story on wcuquad.com. It is titled "How to Ask a Person Out 101."
Oh yeah.
So go and read that story. It's very fun.
Please do.
story.
Yeah, it's a lot of
yeah.
fun. But
As for us here today, we want to wish you all a very heartfelt happy Halloween.
oh yeah, happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. Enjoy the holiday. Stay safe.
Mhm.
You know,
Stay cool.
take our opinions into heavy consideration if you have chosen one of the costumes that we have.
We made it very clear which ones we liked and
Yes.
don't like.
Yeah.
Don't do one of those.
Exactly.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but you have our recommendations.
Yes. Have fun out there.
Yes.
Stay safe. And,
See you next time.
well, no. I was you good.
Oh,
Say,
I'm Olivia.
I am Carlo.
I'm Sam.
This is the Quad Pod, signing off. Happy Halloween,
Hope you
everybody.
enjoy.